Okay. So is there a link anyone who wants to join on TikTok to follow or something?
Oh, there's a link we have to share?
Yes. So that
Okay. Oh, okay. Let me see the link.
are we still live via
Yeah, I'll
the
just keep it on live whenever we start here. I would just show my phone to record.
okay, so just send us the link in the group so that we can forward to others for them to join on TikTok.
Yeah. I thought this was just an easy thing. It's just
Yes.
it's harder than I thought. Wow. Okay, so I put it in the chat.
Okay. I think that will help all of us now. All right. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, let's go. Let's just all right, good evening, welcome. We apologize sincerely for the delay. Due to some technical hitches, so we are almost 30 minutes late. We apologize. You can watch us now on TikTok Live and also on Facebook Live. I still remain your host, Ellen. And today is the final episode for today for the Vibes and Ventz show. This is the last episode of season 1 of the Vibes and Ventz show. And today we are going to have a lot of fun, although we are late, but we make it quick and then we discuss, then we go into the stories, then go into the trends of the day. Modern relationship, Gen Zs versus millennials, situationships and marriages now. A whole lot is going on in the world of relationships, or let me say relationships and marriages. So we are going to discuss how that is how modern relationships, especially Gen Zs and millennials, how Gen Z see the relationships, and also how millennials also see marriages and also relationships. So let's get into that quickly. Then we can go to the story of the day. Actually, we have 2 stories to discuss, which are very interesting stories. Okay. Okay, Gloria, set.
Pull it up.
Yeah, thank you. Wow.
Which of the stories do you want first?
Any of them.
Oh.
Any of them. Then we're going to okay.
All right, just sharing the screen.
Okay. So there's this interesting story, a very interesting story. I don't know how everyone is going to feel about this, but our marriage is only 2 months old, but I'm pregnant. I think it's too early for pregnancy. He doesn't know it yet, so I want to get rid of it quietly. I want us to enjoy our marriage, travel together, have fun before babies come to tie me down. Might be irrational. So today's story is about newly married couple, a lady who thinks that she wants to enjoy life. She wants to have a lot of fun. She wants to enjoy her marriage with her new husband before kids will come. But I think when they were having, they didn't discuss unprotected sex before getting involved and wanting to enjoy their marriage. Because if it is anything of that sort, they should have discussed it, and that should be something that should be mutual between the two of them. But this lady wants to get rid of the pregnancy because it's too early into the marriage. And a lot of people sometimes want to get married and want to just have kids right away. Some also have different views and opinions on how they want to enjoy their marriage. So, our lady here is asking, is she being irrational? Now to work? Is she being irrational? I'm sorry. Is she being sorry? Not wanting to tell the husband about it. What do you think? Do you think she's doing the right thing? If she's doing the right thing, if she's doing the right thing, tell us. I'll go with Mumuni. Mumuni. Okay, sorry. Let me start with Fatima. Since Fatima is a woman.
Yes.
Hello, Fatima.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, Fatima, this is somebody who is newly married. Okay. She wants to enjoy her marriage with the husband. So, if you were to be in her shoes, what would you do?
Wow. This is a complicated issue because when you get married and then you have time to actually have fun, either you travel or you are just at one place, then you have fun. It's a nice thing. But here's the case: a child is a gift from God, and then but what if she actually aborts this baby and she doesn't get pregnant again?
Okay, that's another angle.
Yes, think about that. And also, I don't think if a child can actually just hold you down like that. You can have this baby and then you practice family planning. Maybe your next child, you can maybe give a gap, then have all the fun you want to have with your husband and then continue again. But to get rid of the pregnancy, like for me, I don't really support it.
You think that's too much for her to do because she wants to enjoy her marriage? Because with babies, with complications of pregnancy and all that, she was going to lose her summer body to just pregnant baby.
But now we live in a modern era. There are so many ways you can go back to your old body, even after childbirth. It doesn't hold you back.
Okay, yes, there are, but she wants to get how do you call it? Get rid of it so that the husband doesn't know. If you don't know, it doesn't hurt.
And that's why I'm even thinking, is this child actually for their husband? Because why would you want to get rid of a child like you have with a man you are married to? And for me, it doesn't make sense to me. And if I were in her shoes, I won't get rid of the pregnancy. I would have this baby. And if I still want to have fun with my husband, probably I'll just practice family planning, like I said earlier, space the next child, and then go have the fun I want to have. But to terminate pregnancy is some way.
Okay. So you are thinking that she can still have her baby and still have the fun that she wants to have after having the baby. But her plan is to enjoy her marriage first before anything else will come and cross her. That's why she thinks that she wants to just get rid of it and have the fun she wants in the world. All right, thank you very much, Fatima. Mumuni, if you get to know that your wife aborted your baby without your knowledge, well, how would you feel? How would you react?
So, for my reaction, if I get to know that she actually aborts the baby without my knowledge, I won't take it easy with her because we may not know. Is this our only child? That's the problem I'll ask myself first. That is putting myself in the situation of the husband. But if I'm to be the lady, first of all, having a baby won't stop you from enjoying your marriage life. That's why nowadays we have care homes than babysitters. So with the kind of enjoyment you would like to enjoy, if it involves that the baby will be taking much of your time, you can give it out to a nanny, or maybe probably your parents are there, they can take care of the baby. But
Let's assume her
aborting the
parents
baby,
are not there.
please, I didn't hear you.
Let's assume her parents are not there.
Yes, so like nannies are there. They can hire a nanny to take care of the baby whilst they go on their vacation or whatever enjoyment they want to go and enjoy. But the baby shouldn't be a reason why you shouldn't be enjoying your marriage life. So for me being the husband, if I get to know that, I will not advise that she should take it out. And if she takes it out without my knowledge, then I get to know, like, I don't know, I won't be happy with it.
You don't know how you are going to react. Okay.
So
All right. It looks like. Come again, Mumuni.
I said for the reaction, that would determine us in the mood that she tells me, or when
Okay.
she tells me. Yeah.
Okay. But if you don't know, that's fine.
No, if I don't know, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
And if she decides to keep it too, that's fine.
Okay.
I won't be having a problem with that.
Okay. All right, sure. Thank you very much, Mumuni. Ebenezer.
Hello.
Yeah, Ebenezer. Let's say this is your sister who comes that I want to have I'm a Gen Z kind of body. I want to enjoy my marriage. But this pregnancy, I'm going to get rid of it so that I can have all the fun that I want. And at the time that I want to have kids, then I can do that. What would be your advice?
I know that not all plans go in our direction, and that since this came as like, since this wasn't really planned for, I think she should just have the baby, and then later on the fun that she wants to have, she can have it, because we are in the era that we have, as Mumuni said, we have care homes and all those stuff, like that children from infancy are taken care of by these schools and then organizations. So I think she can have it. Because
She's
after
considering her body too. She may
yeah,
not
what
be
if
able to wear the bikini so that she can shake her ass on a yacht, maybe somewhere Paris.
but she can still go to the gym, as these of these days they go to gym and then
some
use
beach somewhere.
they'll go to the gym and then use these waist trainers for to have flat.
That will take a long
tummy.
time. Because when you're having a baby has to take maybe the baby will be on their own after 5 years. 5 years now, another one has come. My enjoyment has been abrogated. So what are you telling?
And it's not really illegal to abort a baby unless you have doctor foresee that you might have complications with the baby and stuff. But I don't know
the
if
illegal things are the ones that are happening the most.
All right.
Probably she has a way. Okay. Sorry. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Mumuni, your hand is up.
Yeah, Fatima last mentioned that as in she may be thinking of body stature, and in your conversation with Ebenezer, you guys made mention of that. And for the little knowledge I have, all I know is that some ladies, if they give birth, like they become more beautiful than fine. The body counts very well. So that should even be like, I think she should take a look at herself, then consider that one too. If she's a type that maybe if she gives birth, she'll become more beautiful. The body stature will come to the point that she likes it. Then fine, she can give birth, then give the
That's
child.
why she doesn't want to take the chance. Probably she's not going to look fine after birth. So she wants to, it could be anything. They will say, don't stress your belly. Her belly may never go. So that's why she doesn't want to take that particular chance.
But in this model, I think those things can be sorted out after birth.
Sure. She doesn't have the money. How about that?
Then,
Oh,
if
somebody
she
who
doesn't
could
have the money,
travel.
then what kind of enjoyment is she talking about here?
Entertainment without no baby wahala.
So, the enjoyment without money, I think, is not something that will hold.
Oh, I'm just saying that probably she doesn't have the stress. She doesn't have the energy to go through all the stress. That's why she wants to get rid of it.
But they say beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mumin. Gloria, please, if you have anything, please add and let's go to the next story. We are proudly sponsored by the Creature Foundation, always faithful. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Follow us on all our social media handles and join the conversation. Gloria.
I think I'm good for this one. I'll share the next story.
Okay, all right, sure. Thank you. So we're going to go to the next story, and then we take it from there. Then we tackle the actual story of the day. All right. Okay. Okay. This story. All right. Mhm. Okay. All right. This story, I just turned 18 years and recently got accepted into my dream university. My grandparents set up a college fund for me when I was born and was enough to cover most of my tuition. My parents have always known about this fund. I have been planning my education around it. A few weeks ago, my older brother, he's 25 years old, announced that he's getting married. Hooray! My parents are paying for most of the wedding, but recently told me that they need to borrow from my college fund to cover extra costs. I was shocked and told them no, since the money was meant for my education. They argued that I could just take out student loans and that family transfers. My brother and his fiance and his fiance also called me selfish, saying I should help out since they want a big wedding. I refused again. I love this Gen Z girl. Now, my parents are saying they are disappointed in me and my brother isn't speaking to me. You should go, you know. Am I being selfish for refusing to give up my college fund? That's the dilemma of this one is not a ghost of our dear sister. She wants to know whether there is anything wrong with what she's saying about her education in her life, whether it is wrong. I'll start with Gloria.
So for this one, I'm on the girl side. For me, I don't never think anybody should use their education money on anybody, either a fiance or a family, not even a family member. Education is the only thing you cannot, give back after you have acquired it. People can take your money, it can go bankrupt, but education, as long as you've studied and it's in that brain of yours, it's there forever. So never trade your education for anything.
But the parents are saying that this is family and she could take loans. The college fund, it's the grandparents that said that. So it should be reasonable. Do you think?
If you can pay for something and you have the money, pay for it. Never go for a loan. It's when you already have the money to pay for it. So if they knew they were going to get married, they should have saved towards their marriage, not use somebody's saved education fund for their marriage. And usually marriage is not, guaranteed. Even apart from that, whether marriage is guaranteed or not, nobody should use somebody's education fund in marriage. That's where I draw the line. So she's very right. She's young, but she's actually smarter than all the three or four people involved. Because as a parent, you should never be telling your kid to use your education money for somebody's marriage. Yeah.
And the brother is just 25.
Yeah.
Why is he rushing and wants to use the sister's college money for that? Anyway, they say you may never probably. Anyway, okay, Mumini, what do you think?
First of all, I will not talk about the girl in question. So let me ask this question first.
Okay.
When are you supposed to marry financially?
When you are financially stable. According to financially financial statistics or the financial equilibrium.
Okay, so at this point in time, is the guy in question financially stable?
Yes, he is. But the only thing is that he wants a big wedding, like big gab. He wants a big wedding.
So I think if he's financially stable, if he's able to account for more than 70% of the wedding he's expecting, he shouldn't go in for that. At the first place, I don't think the parents should have even opted to pay part of as in the wedding they are requesting for. And if only they are also asking that the lady should give her college fund to them, then later they'll go for college loan. Why don't they go for loan at that particular moment for the wedding? After that, they will pay, then spare the child of education. So I think
thank you very much. Mumini, you have a point there. Yes, they should go for the loan, not the lady
they should not go for the loan.
I think you're right. You have a point there.
Yeah, they should rather go for the loan than spare the child of education. Because I don't think it's even if they take the loan with the college fund, like the college loan rather, like will they be willing to pay it or help her pay it?
No, they can say it's family. You did it for your brother. Let's just look for something else, or probably. What if they even die? God forbid.
Okay. Then at that point, then what's the wedding for?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Mumini. Ebenezer.
There's this saying in Akan language that what's for a plate or something of the sort.
Yeah, what's
I think that
I think
that it is not. I think that we all have our priorities, and then we all need to prioritize certain things. His priority is marriage, and then the sister's priority is education, and then she has gained admission. It's not that the college fund is there, and then the school is not in already, and in this situation, I think the girl has to prioritize her education instead of giving the money out to the brother. Yes.
Well, I like her boldness of saying no already.
Pardon?
I like her boldness of saying no already.
And then student loan, taking student loan is not really sort of a good thing, because like it will be continuous. Like it keeps piling up and piling up and piling up. So you are done with school, and then you have to work and then pay off your loans, which another kind of stress. So I think since the fund is there, the girl shouldn't just give it out. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Fatima.
Yes.
Fatima.
Looking at yeah.
Is your girl making the right choice?
Yes, she is. And I totally agree with my colleagues. It'll be a very big mistake for her to allow them borrow money from her college fund. And I think for them calling her selfish is actually very bad. They are rather very selfish because it's not like the brother cannot even afford a wedding. They can, but it's just that they want something lavish, which is very bad. For you to put
If you
someone's
don't have
education,
money for something big, why don't you go for what you can?
yeah, that's very simple. Or like my colleague Mumini said, you can also go for a loan to fund your wedding, then later on pay. But then you ask to pick her money, and you even give an idea to go for student loans. Then at the end of the day, you have to work and pay. And if Ghana, we are in a country that when you are done with school, you don't easily find a job like that. You wait for years, and before you get a job. So when will she even get the money to pay off this loan? So I think it will be very selfish on the part of her family to ask for her money. They are rather being selfish. And she did well by saying no and standing on ground saying
I think I'm also disappointed in the parents. They
yeah.
should know better. And they have funded almost part of the wedding. So what more money do you need instead of pumping sense into that man, that boy who has
just
refused to be a man?
You can save up for a year. 26 is not bad. You can still get married at 26. You can save up for a year, add it up, and have the wedding you want.
Now you as a man, you want me a girl's money. Hey, do your wedding. Me, I don't deserve money. The grandparents, I think, did a very good job by setting up the.
I'm ashamed for their brother. I'm ashamed for their brother for him asking your little. I'm even ashamed.
I'm sure the grandparents were right setting up the college fund for the girl, or rather than the older brother, because this one said he doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because I'm sure if he had the money, he would have given it for his big wedding.
and when you look at the story, she said that money has been used to pay most of her tuition. I mean, maybe senior high, primary school. That's the money she has been. That of them has spent a dime on her education, and you still want to come and have that money.
And the parents too are not pumping sense into that brother and the fiance, and they are now calling the girl selfish. That it is family. You see, families are the ones who break you the most because they feel that they have some kind of how do I put the English? Some kind of entitlement.
Yes.
Which is very loud. The kind of entitlement some families are having is very overwhelming because they think because you're family, you have to do this, do that. Okay, so thank you very much for that. And I think as in the heat of us education, us discussing about relationship and all that, let me chip in if most of you have seen this one trendy issue. Let's put it in and discuss it about a video of one Apina Moet. If you have all watched that video, she said that she can't go to work as a career woman and come back and come and cook for them. And then the host was disagreeing with her because she's thinking that because she has now gotten money, she doesn't want to serve the husband again. She's saying that she cannot go from meeting to meeting and come back home and come and cook for the husband. What do you think about that? I don't know if you guys have watched that video, but if you haven't, we could go forward and then discuss about the modern relationship, Gen Zs versus millennials, and also situationships and marriages.
For me, I'm just surprised that people are still talking about who cooks in the marriage in 2025. I'm very, very surprised that people are still asking who cooks, and a lot of people in the comment section were very horrible. I can see we are still in the Stone Ages.
Oh yeah.
I just think human beings should just respect each other and have empathy for each other. If that's how we see each other, you wouldn't get married and then think that somebody is beneath you or you are now. It's like I've seen my male friends that were just colleagues that when they got married, they are now claiming like I have to be respected. I'm the man of. They just switch, and I've seen that even in friendships where the friends get married and then the man just switches, like, "Hey, you need to respect me now." She can't even joke with the man anymore. She can't make it, yeah, because they used to joke. She'll say, "Hey, you're stupid." As soon as she makes that joke, he's like, "Remember, I'm your husband. You can't say that to me." But when they were
Yes.
friends, he could. So it's just weird how society put that kind of I don't know. It's not even demanding respect. It's respect needs to be earned, not I don't even know.
Yes.
It's just bullying to
You
me.
know, I think yes, it's bullying for me. I think with the attitude that a lot of people, when a woman is growing up, they teach how to live with a man and all this and that and that. But forgetting that society a lot of times try to raise one gender and
Yeah.
punish them, forgetting the other, forgetting that these two work hand in hand. It is two people coming together to build. But a lot of times they just focus on one and then leave the other. Someone was saying that during the Beijing conference, the women were taught how to be empowered, leaving men and not teaching how men should live with empowered women. That was somebody's assertion. And when a man is growing up and he's single, you see that somebody be like, "You're not worried. Go and marry. Hurry up and get married so that you stop washing your things, so that you stop cooking, so that you stop doing this, so that you stop doing that." You see, some even go to the extent of telling ladies that when you get married, your husband will now look after you and all those things. So you see, society is trying to put a certain image of how marriage should be like in the mind of those who are involved. So if a man gets married, he thinks that it is only the duty of the woman to cook. And also when a woman also get married, she is also saying that my money is my money, although my money is my money though.
Yeah, it's the reason why the women become like that, because you've put, domestic chores on her. So if she's still going to work and earning money, she expects not to share that money with you. She expects to
Exactly.
keep
So
the
that's
money
why when
all
the
to herself.
50-50
Yeah.
is brought up, a lot of women become defensive. Because if as a man you are helping, you see, it is about how you do it. If you are sober, oh honey, I made dinner today. Some men too cannot even take care of their own kids. They always expect the woman to always bathe the kids, put them to sleep, sometimes wake them up, make breakfast, send them to school, and all that. Their own is I'm the head of the house. But head of house, you're supposed to make sure that things go well in your house. But a lot of times, I think there's a lot of branding we need to do.
Especially for the African home, it's like a slave and master relationship. That's how it looked like. It was never like a mutual thing of, mutually respecting each other, mutually loving each other. It's never like that in the African home. They never raised people like that. It works, and then sometimes it's an individualistic thing too. I have friends, female friends, who love to cook. They don't care when and how, they will cook. But you have people, like me and some other people who cooking is not something we like, but because you were raised in an African home, you were forced to learn how to cook.
To learn how
So you know how to cook. But you don't want it to become a thing that you'll be doing every time, or somebody is forcing you to do it because you have received the title of a wife. No. I just wish we can just give mutual respect to each other and mutual empathy. If you see somebody is tired, you can help. And there's also nothing wrong with you taking the initiative. I'll leave it for the panelists to talk. But I was surprised in 2025, people were still discussing that issue. That was a surprise to me. But I'm not surprised. It's Ghana, so and it's Africa.
Yes, it's Ghana. They will raise it on their head like plantain chips.
Yes, that one they'll hawk it forever. So I'll leave it for the guys.
They say that since you think you cannot do this for a man, then you are not fit to be a wife, stay in your father's house.
It's the same people who are asking people to split bills with them. That's a problem. The same people, they'll be asking somebody to be splitting bills with you. But it's just mutual respect. For you don't have servant and master relationship with your wife, somebody you sleep on the same bed with. You don't have such a relationship with the person. It's just
And
that.
expect me to do 50-50. Hey, Senepa Ambassador. Well, Mumuni, your hand was up.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you are saying. But by then too, in this part of Africa here, we see it to be a tradition. But by then, like, it's a bad thing though. But what I think can be done to take it out is that maybe children that are growing up, they have to take off that perception from them. So that in case they grow up, they won't happen to be like, okay, you are the man, you are supposed to cater for the financials of the house, and you are the woman, you are supposed to be doing the chores, or should I say all the dirty works, you are supposed to be doing it. But it shouldn't be so. So like they should be made to learn both. If you are a boy growing up, at least you should learn to be in the kitchen. And if you are a lady also growing up, they should teach you how to be independent. As in like you should be able to fend for yourself in any place you find yourself. But by then too, my problem with most ladies is that what will come up from their mouth if they are with a man is that you are a man. You are supposed to be taking everything that we are supposed to be doing in the house. So, like me as a man, okay, you are putting that responsibility on me. So I can't be outside working so hard. They still come to the house and come and do chores again. That one is a double burden. So at least they should try and get a way of telling the man that, oh, like if you are in the house, try and do this and do this and do this. Like it should be some kind of mutual benefit between them. They should share the chores. But like as in you are just telling the man that, oh, you are supposed to be doing everything. You are supposed to be catering for me then. Yeah, I can't be doing that job work you are expecting me to do. So
Some men
they should find a way of
this character that if they try to help their wives, they push everything on them, and now it's now more like it is their job to be doing what like let's say a house chore, probably cooking or washing.
Yes, that's also an issue. So let's say with what you just said,
that's
okay,
why they will not do it at all. I've had a man tell me that even if he knows how to cook, he will not cook once he is married.
No, because the thing he has in mind is that let's say he decides to start cooking now, and it happens that at a point in time he's too engaged, he's not able to do the work. Then the woman who needs him to do the work at that particular moment, won't that cause confusion?
Oh, no, it will cause confusion.
Okay.
I don't, because if
Why
a man
are you saying it won't cause confusion?
also reasonable, if a man is actually doing this and he's not able to at a point in time, you also understand and you come in and then do it, and then they just say, I'm out there and I'm working so hard. Probably you are a nurse, you run shifts, you go for morning, let's say 8 to 2 p.m. and you are back. At least you can do something. Maybe if you have like washing and then cooking, she can be doing the washing and you assist her in cooking. It's also something. You are just being affectionate. It doesn't mean you are overworking and all that. Probably you work in the bank. You just go and you sit there all day. And maybe
okay, there's also this perception out there that
they are carrying
I'm being rational.
But there's this perception that
I'm being rational here. Hello, Patty. I'm being rational here. So with the ladies, you know them with their mood swings. Something that is not supposed, you are not supposed to take it high. She's taking it that way.
No, this
It's
is
not,
a very
it's not like I'm talking for. It's not like I'm talking for the men, but that's just a fact.
this
yes,
is
and yeah, like when men come to like offer help in this responsibility, they are seen as quadrunto, those kind of
Why do you want to listen to what somebody is saying?
Yeah, no, it's also a problem. That's why people's mindset needs to be changed. I blame some of the African mothers too, because they're
Yes.
also part of the problem. Because if they come to an African home, I think there's Nigerian couples who the wife does a very big job, and the man's
Mhm.
job he can do it from home. So the man does most of the household chores.
Mhm.
And when the family come and visit, they feel the woman has gone to collect some African magic on his head top. It's making him to do all the household chores. But this man loves to do household chores. He loves to cook.
Yes.
You know, but when Africans come and visit, they don't understand how a man is doing all these things. They think the woman has gone for some African magic. So it's the whole society and
Yes.
sometimes the mothers.
Yes, especially I don't know
Exactly.
why. I don't maybe when they got married, that their husbands didn't do that, so they see it as a strange
Yeah.
thing when their
For them,
wives,
yes. They will blame
when
it
their
on Juju
sons
right
are
now.
doing it. I don't even know. But when their daughters' husbands are doing it, it is love. Sometimes they are being hypocrites. I don't understand. Because there was this friend of mine, he said that he's a man, a Muslim. He said that one day the mother came to visit, and as at the time she came in, he had washed the wife's panties, and the wife's things, including that, and everything was inside, and he was hanging. And it was a tug of war. It wasn't an easy thing.
They will
That's
not.
particular.
But a woman can wash the husband's boxers, and there's
Uh-huh.
nothing, and the man hasn't taken the woman anywhere. But as soon as the man is the one doing it, they have taken him somewhere. They are all part of the problem. It's not just the men I
Don't
blame.
even know. It's
I
only
blame the
women who
mothers.
take
They are
men
also part.
somewhere. Men, don't you know any place?
Gen Zs and millennials need to raise their children right, just to show respect. Because you don't say a man is the only one who needs respect in the marriage. Both people need respect. If the woman is
Yes.
only showing you respect and is showing love somewhere else, you would still not be loved. You will not enjoy the
Yes.
marriage. I can tell you that. If you're thinking it's only respect that is keeping the marriage, no, men need respect. So do women. So do women. You have to respect the woman too. You cannot just say that
Exactly.
all the
I
respect
wonder
should
why
be
they
going to
keep
one
telling
person.
men are the only people who need the respect. But the woman also deserves
We have to
deserves
share
respect.
both. Sometimes it's also based on these biblical stuff that people write, but then the person who wrote that biblical thing never got married. I have to say it. The person who wrote that thing in the Bible never got married. He was a
He said
single
if you
man.
think you can, then marry.
Yes, he decided not to get married. So he chose not to get married, but have put all these laws and
So to
rules
prevent all the
that we can't
wahala.
use
I
our
want
own
I
brains to
need to when
decipher.
I get to heaven, I'll ask him a lot of questions why he tried to dodge the bullet and put the whole how do you call it issue on us, because it's bringing a lot of issues.
Yeah, that's why we have our brains. Most people don't use their brains. Like if you respect somebody and you love somebody, you go into a mutual relationship, the person will do the same thing for you. It's only there are
Exactly.
people, it's only character that sometimes decipher people, like it will take people out.
Yes.
There are some people, yeah, their wives
They
who
are not they are not good.
their husbands have actually tried to be so good, they cook and everything. No,
Yes.
otini baby, yeah, there are people, and that thing, it is character. It's not a
Yes.
gender thing. It's just a character thing. If we can take
Yes.
it that way, and instead of making things every time, some things are gender specific, but
Yeah.
cooking is not gender specific. When you
Mm-hmm.
were single, you could cook for yourself, but as soon as you get married,
Exactly.
you have bought a slave. I'm sorry, but this thing
It,
never
it's
got
it's it's it's
on
I
me.
think
overwhelming
here comes in the
because me. Okay.
Let
here comes in
Ebenezer
the
speak.
when they tend to pay the bride price, like that's when they vote. You see, that thing also should be abolished or something. Because when they tend to pay the bride price, it seems like you've been bought and then you tend to be a slave in.
Yeah, so the thing is, bride price usually is because raising a woman is more expensive than a man. To me, that is how I genuinely explain the bride price thing. Probably if it will never be abolished, and like these cooking thing will always be in Africa, no matter what. You can talk about it 100 times. It will always be there. But the bride price thing, I think, is because they raise women, they spend a lot of money on them and all that.
So you're just appreciating the parents.
Yes. And I think we can do both. The parents pay, the man's parents pay, and then the woman's parents also pay. But,
Yes.
Because you've paid bride price, but it also shows you don't value the person you married. Because if you value the woman you married, you would never turn that woman into a servant and somebody you speak down to because you are the head. No, and I want to compare it to Fatima and Mamuni. I want to compare it in Christian faith. Even God, we don't serve God as like a servant and master relationship. We actually treat God and Jesus that we claim we believe in as a friend. We respect, and He gave us the choice to make our own choices. So He doesn't even honor. He doesn't the way some people treat their wives. He doesn't treat people like that. He treats us equally. He lets us do our mistakes, realize it, come back. But where you would say, okay, I am God, you do this for me, you do this for me. He never does that. So if you keep saying you want to learn from the person who has given, the person you say you claim to believe in, why do you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I just think it's an African hypocrisy thing. And also the person who wrote, I just keep telling people always that just remember the person who wrote that thing in the Bible never got married himself. And usually in an African society, in an African society, they'll tell you not to listen to advice from single people. Yes. So why are we listening to a single man's advice just because it's in the Bible? We need to also use our brains. God gave us brains for a reason. Just because it's in the Bible doesn't mean we practice it blindly. We also use our brains.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gloria.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought the guys would speak more than but I took all the.
The guys are overwhelmed. Mumini and Ebenezer are not a strong feeder for I think Fatima and Gloria. So I'm sorry.
With this issue, I think like we will support you guys 100% because there's nothing.
Women empowerment.
Oh no, come on. This one is just something that has been overlooked for over years. So we just need to correct it so that when I'm training my son on how to take care of the wife one day. If I'm training my daughter, how to take care of the husband one day. It is not like master slave kind of relationship. You have to be a man, this and that. Yeah. It is okay if you become vulnerable as a man. It is nothing. It's really okay. There is nothing wrong being vulnerable as a man. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing expressing your feeling because you're a man. You have to hide your feelings. You cry. You want to die. Hey, you want to die. We will. If you die, like a lady whose husband went to collect loan and married her. When the husband was in jail, he married another one.
Most men don't express that one is important. Most men don't express their feelings at all.
Hey, when will you come back from jail?
Fatima hasn't spoken because I want to hear Fatima.
Fatima, it's like today I was too quiet. Gloria, kindly zoom my screen for me.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Okay, so modern relationship, Gen Z versus millennial. These Gen Zs, they are something else. And they get into a lot of misunderstanding with the millennials. And then they understand situationships and then marriages in a different way. Love spells and juju. Do people still use spiritual powers and blood covenants to control their relationship or marriage? And do you even believe in that? Mumuni?
This one is a very interesting question.
Yeah, is love real or is someone's babe under a spell? Some people are like raised on love. People are raised on different levels in their family. Some are raised on survival, some are raised on love. And a lot of times I tell people that people who have a deficiency of one parent, probably the mother wasn't alive or the mother wasn't there when he or she was growing up, will have a deficiency when it comes to women, if he is a man. And if she is a woman, if the father wasn't there when she was growing up, there will also be a problem, and she'll have a problem dealing with men, or probably she'll be vulnerable when it comes to men. So what do you think? Love spells and all this, juju, no, is it working? Powers, blood covenant and all that, money.
Yeah, like I think it works very, very well. Because I have
You believe
countless
in juju?
experiences with people, with people that uses juju on ladies, right
It's
from
real?
SHS up to now. Like should I say 3 months ago, I had an encounter with a friend that did that, and the thing reversed on him. It didn't work out. It was a very serious case. He had to go home from school.
You don't say.
Yes,
it exists. I believe it.
it exists.
Eh.
It really
Yeah.
exists.
Then I have got to be careful when somebody tells me I'll send you to Logo or do juju on you. I have to cast a bind.
Like and with my encounter with people, all those they always go for those stuff. I think there are those people that they are very desperate to get a partner, but by then they don't want to take their time. And most of
like
them,
that particular person.
Yeah, that particular person, they are first timers, and they think that the person they want, like they must really be in a relationship with that person. Because the first encounter was when we were in SHS. By then we have this our friend. He came to school. Then like you hear that this person is in a relationship with this person, and the way they go about their life on campus, like the pressure was too much on him. So he also wanted to show off. So he went in for this lady, not knowing that the lady, like, she has been in a relationship before she came to SHS. But by then, she knows how those stuff works. So she decided not to give him a chance. And a friend of his influenced him that, oh, like, if only you are trying to give her attention, then she's not willing to, like, pay attention to you. You can do this and do this and do that, like, and she will come to you. So he took that step, then he did it. So at the end, when we got to know, one of us reported to the teachers. So they went and they spoiled that thing. So for like almost a month, the boy wasn't himself again.
What?
Yeah, like for almost a month, the boy wasn't himself again. So they have to let him go home. Then he came back again. Then everything was now okay.
Wow.
With the second one, when that boy he went to do that thing, the person that was doing the work for him asked him that he should do some certain stuff. But when he was doing it, he didn't do it the right way. So the thing, it didn't go to the girl. It now came back to him. So he was now following the girl like it was the girl that did it on him.
Yeah. Hey.
So,
Magic days, it exists.
and
Wow.
the funny thing was that
someone watching us now says that someone used juju on him, but he has broken it. Wow.
Is that TikTok or is that?
Yeah, the person is watching us on TikTok, and he sent me a personal message that like he's watching, and someone used juju on him, and he had to break it. Okay, please can you tell us how you broke the juju? Right? Because I'm
Oh no, that one I believe it. I believe it because I've heard it before. From somebody I know too. So it's not surprising.
And how do you realize you're under a spell?
You wouldn't know. Other people will see that you are not your normal self again.
You are not your normal self.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know.
Because somebody you don't like, all of a sudden you're liking this person. Hey, God, I'll go for fasting.
The problem
may
is
it
you
never
wouldn't know.
come to
Hopefully
us.
you have a family who would see it and then they can help you. But you yourself, you are gone.
Yes, the person
Yeah.
said he won't share how he broke it, but he himself is a wizard. Oh, okay, O'Shea, wizard.
Hey.
Next time, next time when when it is over, we shall see it. Okay, so no ring, no sex. Is it time to bring back celibacy?
Wait,
Is premarital
Ellen, I want
celibacy?
to ask about the Black Covenant because it was very prominent, when we were younger.
Back
But I
in the
don't know
day,
about the
yes.
Gen Zs, if Gen Zs are doing Black Covenant too.
No. Those people cannot do blood covenants because the way they are very hot, like they are not. Those people are, excuse me to say, they are on a different level. So black covenant is not something they want to do because they agree to threesomes, they agree to situationships and all those things.
But
They cannot friends with benefits kind of thing. I don't think Gen Zs want to involve in that black covenant bullshit. It
More
is
of
millennials
open
who will fall victim.
relationships. They do open
Fatima,
relationships.
Fatima, do you want
Yeah.
to say something? I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, with the juju and stuff. For me, I don't believe in those things. So
It's because you haven't seen
Okay.
it. If you see it, feely, you believe.
like they say, what even works for you. I've seen people sell those stuff. I remember last year on campus, it was even Ramadan, like around this period. Some two ladies approached us and they were selling those. They were selling waist beads and some honey
Yes,
and so.
so
That when you put the waist beads around your waist and then you have
kaya
something
mata.
with and then that's all. He can never leave. Or no way you ask for something and he wouldn't give it to you. Or you put
Send me those ladies' numbers.
those and then you call this person that you've had something to do with, and then you ask for something, and the person can't say no. But then I turn and I look at the girls selling it, and sorry to say,
Their life
don't
is
look,
not better.
they look miserable, they look unkept. And I was like, I'm selling such a thing. Why don't you use it the likes of Dangote and Elon Musk and stuff and get
Yes,
yourself?
must be
Fatima,
fake.
you are not being fair.
For me, when I
Because
saw
somebody is selling how to become a millionaire in a trotro.
I
And look,
yeah. So I was baffled. I was like, this thing, it doesn't work. And I believe like if someone loves you, he loves you. If a man is really into you, like he will do anything. A friend once said, if a man really loves you, he will roll the heavens for you. And if he doesn't like you, when this
he
mistreatment, gaslighting,
Yeah.
and stuff, they all set in, and then you now feel like you have to go the extra mile. You have to go and see in time. It's not necessary to me, no.
That's why accounts will say "Kwatirkwasa of the amount It's very simple.
What I
It's
girls, I
very
was like,
simple.
nah.
You need
Wow,
to go
look
to
at
Congo.
that.
Congo has the best, husband keeping medicine.
Woo. Then I have to go
Fatima
to
made me
Congo
remember
because the
something.
Ghanaian men are doing too much, so I have to go to Congo. I have to go to Congo.
I've seen
okay.
the Congo.
So
I've seen the Congo one for marriages.
whoa.
It works. Yeah, Fatima, you haven't seen it before. It used to work in Ghana too, but now the ladies they are just selling fake ones.
Yes, people just want to make money because there was a time my uncle told me that they were at a funeral and all of a sudden this girl was following a guy, meaning he has done for girl, like he has twisted her brain. I don't
They
know.
used to call it
They
for
said-
girls.
So probably they have some kind of way they were able to detect. The girl was following the guy. And they were like, no, they were asking the girl, why are you? The girl said, no, I must follow this guy. And then because they know they are all in the same association, they were able to revert it and make sure that the girl didn't go. So that thing, they say it's a lot. Probably if you've not experienced it right in front of you, you may think it does not exist. And people are selling a lot of fake things just to make money. So somebody go buy eggs and break on the ground so that he will look pretty and mobile, so that people will give how do you call it, money. So people can do anything just for money.
For the beggars on the street, they also have this. Wow.
Yes. So is it time for us to bring back celibacy? As Premarital said, it's
Sometimes
or is celibacy outdated? Mumuni. No
Yeah,
ring,
I
no
wanted
sex.
to talk about something concerning the
Okay,
previous question.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Go ahead.
sometimes there are satanic things. So
Okay.
it can even happen that although you that spell, but the fact that you are telling someone to go and do some stuff. Some people they have a bad mouth, or like anything they ask you to do, you go to do. It really works. So someone may not get the spell, but as in that kind of bad mountain that is in the person will ask you that, oh, just go and do this and that, and it will work. And you go and do that, it will really work.
Okay, that's also another point. All right. Okay, Ebenezer, should we bring back celibacy? Is celibacy outmoded? Should we just forget it because now promiscuity is kind of order of the day? What do you think? No ring, no sex. Is it time to bring back that? Is premarital sex destroying real relationships and commitments?
Yes. Yes. I think it's time we bring back celibacy.
Why are you so it's like you don't agree with this
Like,
one
you
at
don't have
all
to
at
say
all.
you don't have to say yes to be brought back.
Because the way Ebenezer was so adamant, they say he's
Going to
going
Vanessa,
bring
against.
you did struggle. You struggled just to say yes.
Yes, Ebenezer didn't like the idea of bringing back celibacy at all.
Vanessa is a Gen Z. He doesn't want any
He
celibacy
doesn't want
problems.
any to do with
Yeah,
any, how do you call it?
I think premarital sex is destroying real commitment.
Okay.
Yeah, because instead of committing to one person, they tend to see other options and then they fall back. And then
It doesn't really hold the relationship.
yeah, it
Isn't it
doesn't really.
surprising people?
It makes having relationship or like romantic affair very difficult to be trusted due to these same situations.
Vanessa, I wanted to ask, isn't it surprising how people don't want you to go through their phones? But then, for sex, anytime they can give it to you. But their phones is the most private part of the phone.
Yeah.
There is private, but then the private part is not private. I have always wondered how, like, yeah, people have one night stand, they have three, whatever, four songs, but then phone, you never get their phone. That one, they will take a picture, and now even the other ones which came out last year, where people were, sex videos and whatever were out there. You put you, wow, okay.
It's not small. It's no joke. Okay. I think Ebenezer has made his point. Although he said celibacy should be brought back. We should start. We should stop the premarital sex and all that. So somebody wants to try the juju on me. Please, God, help me. God, I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Now, polygamy versus monogamy. Are humans meant to be with just one person? Is monogamy a scam, or should we normalize multiple partners? Mumuni. Because it looks like now
I think
people have more access, and then should we just normalize the?
no. I think monogamy is a best option. I think monogamy is very fine, and it's not a scam. But by then to have multiple partners, I don't know what it will offer you, like or you gain from it. But being in a polygamy situation is a very nice thing.
Being in a polygamy situation is better. But you
Yes.
just said multiple partners
Sorry,
is bad.
I saw monogamy rather. Like it's a slip of tongue.
But
Okay.
Mumuni, according
I
to your
think
religion,
it's a slip of tongue.
it's a must or it's a choice.
It's acceptable.
No, it's a choice. Like it's a choice I made.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gloria,
Yeah,
please kindly
to someone
go through the rest of the
the
question. I
person.
need to just do something quickly.
Okay.
All right.
It's everybody else. So Mooney, are you still on?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you earlier. Let me move to Fatima. What do you think about the question 3?
For me, I think monogamy is the best. Aside like monogamy just being like beautiful to me, it also saves you from a lot of like health issues. Imagine like being polygamous, maybe as a man, you have 3 wives, and then maybe one of them has an infection that maybe none of you know about. But you go to this person 1 week, then the following week you are here, then there. Then you go to this person, maybe I'll get to see my husband just a week in a month. So you have no choice than to give in. Then you pass this infection to the other 2 wives, which is very bad. And
Thank you,
also, I
Fatima.
think the society that has brought this mentality that men are polygamous in nature. I don't know if you've heard that
Yeah,
phrase, or men are polygamous in nature. For me, I think, sorry to say, it's just bullshit.
it's a choice actually. I think it is a choice because
Yes, it
you
is,
know,
but
yeah.
my religion, if you can afford to marry more than one, you are free, and it's actually a good thing to them. But for me, I don't listen, encourage it. I'm actually from a polygamous home, and it has no advantage. Seriously, there's always fights every day and all that. It's very bad.
For the fights, yes. I went to, my grandfather married 12, 12
Oh,
women
Wow.
and
that's
86.
a
My
lot of.
dad has just 3
Yeah,
every
and we had 86, he had 86 kids. So with
wow.
my mom being the last born,
Woo.
you can imagine the cousins and the uncles, I don't know.
The
Yeah.
86th child.
Yes. So we met somebody in church with the same last name, and we asked, and he had to trace it back, and we're like, oh yeah, you're our cousin. So they are scattered everywhere. We can meet cousins in every part of the world. And
He's
you
a
can
legend.
imagine yeah, that's why I wouldn't marry somebody from my tribe, because
Okay.
you might be marrying your own sibling
Your
or your
family
own
member,
cousin.
your brother.
Yes, it's possible.
Wow. It's possible. All right. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Uh,
Oh, and one thing I
Thank you.
wanted to add, with so many kids like that, he couldn't educate everybody. So the people who were at the end, they were all hoping for the elder siblings to come and educate them. But by the time they grew up, the elder siblings also had kids. They had to take care of their own kids. So they didn't have time to raise the people who were at the back. So a lot of them were deprived.
You see, that's the disadvantage of polygamy. A
Yeah.
lot of it, too much of it, especially if you cannot. Because the olden days, they were saying that it's because of farm hands. That is why they have multiple, and
Was a
they
lie.
have this. They have this tradition that when a woman is menstruating, she's not supposed to cook for the husband and all that. They want helping hand and all that. That's why they get married to a lot of women. But at the end of the day, the children are the ones that suffer. Like in your case, that a lot of them were not educated. That is where disadvantage comes in. All right, let's go to the next story. Sorry, the next. Should wives be paid for being housewives? Is housework and children unpaid labor or just part of marriage?
I think they should be paid
Okay.
because it's a full-time
Why?
job, taking care of the house chores, doing all these responsibilities and that. I think it should be a paid.
But they say that is your responsibility since the man is also going out to bring money. So yours is to take care of the house and make sure the house is well kept. The children are fed well. Your husband is fed well. After that, you feed him. You feed his spirit, his soul, and his body.
It's a full-time job. Actually, it's more than just like, it's not like 9 to 5 hours. So it's a full-time every day. Like you
Yes,
work from
it's a
dawn to
full-time job.
dusk.
Yeah. If
And
the
I think
kids are 4, you are taking care of all of them, taking them to school, bringing them back, and all that. So should we pay you, since this is your ascribed role as a woman?
Oh yes.
But
I think
okay, all right. So Ebenezer agrees that we should be paid. Wow. Your
like
wife should be like,
it's a full-time job. And if you are married to like 100% provider man, which we can't find in this generation, then
Yeah.
maybe it's because you can't find 100% provider. He will definitely complain. He will go out and tell his friend that you can't even afford pad, you can't buy your own panties, you can't do this. So for him, he will just provide for maybe, let's say, groceries and other things, maybe stuff for the kids. But you as an individual, you also have your needs. Like they say, as an individual, you just need to have your own money. Being a woman doesn't stop from making something for yourself. Maybe you want to also do other things, also maybe help with raising the children and stuff. So you just need to have your own money. And if it's
at least something that will take care of your basic needs.
Yes. Because these things, when you ask, it's like you are being over dependent on them. They carry this perception. Men of this generation, they'll claim that you are a liability too much, and that they don't want, and they are going to find a woman who can contribute and blah 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 blah, all this. So I think, and I don't even think any man who wants to pay, like, it doesn't really exist in this part of the world, a man paying a woman for actually being like a housewife, just there.
Oh, I
Have
doubt
you heard
it.
it exists.
Unless
It
you married
exists.
a billionaire. Unless you married a
It
billionaire.
exists,
Yeah,
pa.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Ebenezer, it exists in the billionaire world. Not in the, not not
Do
in
you
the
have
Not
100.
too rich
money
families also.
is
I think
talking?
it's something that is being
No,
adapted.
would you pay a woman for being a housewife? Ebenezer, let me ask you.
Oh yes. Oh yes. People have something fee. All those fees that is it's being incorporated into the whole system. I think it's still being paid as being
But
a housewife.
you do it.
You said?
I said this is what you say, but you won't actually do it. You won't do.
Oh.
You claim that I
so, Fatima,
Ebenezer, you're the one who
Fatima,
said them I don't see you.
Fatima. So
yeah.
if I pay you as a housewife, are you still my wife?
I'm
My
still
No,
your wife.
our parents, the people who were born in the 60s or 50s, they used to give our parents money, even though they had their own trading that they did. But every time they are leaving home, they did leave chop money. They did. Every time. Some people did it every day, others did it either every month for the person to manage. That I know.
Or
That
they
those,
invest in their
yes.
businesses so
Yes.
that it will serve us.
Yes. Yes.
Monies
It
that
was
can
there.
help
It wasn't.
them.
It's not as if we are the even this generation is not as demanding as our parents did. They ask everything from
Yeah.
their husband.
Yes,
Everything.
everything.
Everything. Their hair or whatever she needs. Everything.
Now,
This
I
generation
think
is not
now,
demanding.
even like, I think now the bride price has lowered. Like it's not as too much as it used to be, because during the olden days you might be thinking things were cheap, but it wasn't. A lot of times, there were a lot of things that they get. You have to buy certain things, and it is a must. Nowadays, it's not everything that you buy. Sometimes ladies help.
So lost Albarca. They will tell their in-laws to reduce their price for them. And that they
Are
are
you not
not
shy? Are you not shy? You are going to bargain
So,
with my
Oh, but like I think
That's
bride price is
why
not
they want
something
you
that
guys
is
to
Oh,
cook.
but sometimes
they
it's too
came to
much.
pay my cousin's bride price, and we were actually around. My mom too was there. My mom actually raised there, so she was part. And they asked meant to pay 1,500. They actually beat the price down to 600 cedis.
Wow.
And I don't know.
Wow,
It's
too
that
much.
I think I'm starting to
Much.
believe in juju because I don't know. My cousin was just desperate. She just wanted to marry the man. She even tried to run away with him, and they wanted to just
Hey.
right and push
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
So when they
that
beat
had
the
to
price
do.
down to
You
600
must
cedis,
investigate. Yeah, that
very
had to
bad.
do.
From 1,500 to 600 cedis, even less than half the amount. But they just had to take it and push her because she wanted to even run away with the man.
Juju,
So you can
Juju is there inside. Let's
yes,
investigate.
I'm
No,
not
this
like
but
one
you,
is so inside. Like
you know, in
I
the
have
Middle East,
the reason to back up why like bride price should be low. Because the thing is that if I come to pray, your price is very high. Then I may be thinking that I bought you.
Why will you
So
be
the
thinking
treatment I will
about
be
me?
giving you.
Yeah, that's the
It is
same
just
issue I
that
was
things are
addressing.
expensive. Things are expensive
Things, yeah,
doesn't mean that. But there are a
those
lot
things
of
are
things
expensive.
that are on
But
the
why
list.
don't you?
Like let's
What
say
will you use the best?
on budgetary. So don't it is practically like you are buying stuff for your wife. So are you saying you cannot buy things for your wife? Is that what you're saying?
ask
You
again.
can, no, but
I-
then no, it should be reduced. But
They
why
are
would you
just
buy 15 cloth?
those things are all traditional stuff.
The
Because
highest
Yeah.
the lady hardly even use it. Like I can say that, mine, I didn't even use anything. I just left all wherever I was.
You
I
see.
didn't use anything. It's mostly traditional
Me,
stuff that
me, me,
the uncles
my
and the
main
parents demand
advocate.
for. The woman
Wait,
doesn't even
look
use
at
the
it.
things.
Me, my main
Oh,
advocate now
okay.
is that they should change the dukuna, the siege dukuna. They should change it to weeks because
I can tell you
which
those
one?
tomato stuff, nobody, you won't use it. It's your parents who go and use the cloth.
Yes,
You wouldn't
those
even like
things.
it. They're all traditional
Exactly.
stuff.
Yes.
If you want the woman to make the list, you probably put maybe laptop, you put current stuff, generation stuff. But those
Yeah.
lists, those traditional
They are
lists that
just
the
they are just
uncles ask for,
formality.
it's not
They're just
demanded from the woman doesn't care about those things in the Potomato. We don't care. It's a traditional stuff that the uncles and the parents ask for. It's hardly
Yes.
used by the wives
And
nowadays.
sewing
We
machine.
hardly use
The
it.
idea is that your trouser will tear and she will sew it for you. That
We
was the
don't know how
reason
to
why
use
they
sewing machine. How will we use that thing?
if you can't buy sewing, buy laptop or iPad.
I want
Or
to see a
probably
modernized list that would benefit the wife.
Yes.
A modernized list. She will put her
They
own
do
thing there.
kunu. They do kunu. You can buy 3. Now at a week, so 3.
Ellen, that's what I was going to say. We'll put a wig on the list because
Yes.
me, I wouldn't even use it.
Me, I'll be involved in the list that my dad will do.
And what
They
we
will put
can pay for the
wig,
whole
Ebenezer, go ahead.
I said 1 week can pay for the whole bread price, the traditional bread price. Like 1 week, just 1 week can pay for the
You
whole
want it to
traditional
be
bread.
abolished. Edu time and you can abolish it. Ebenezer, when it is your turn, please abolish it.
the woman's family will use it to insult you every time, right?
It should be
When try to
voluntarily.
king cry, maybe.
They will
Mama,
insult you. They will
you
surely use it to
people.
insult you. I'm telling you that you didn't even pay bride price, yet you want to come and take our daughter. You want to come and talk to you want to send her somewhere. They will use it to insult you every day.
That's how it is. So if you don't want trouble, please buy week 3. Do go 3.
Any man who buy
as
wig
for-
as part of bride price, the man has done well because that would be what the woman wants,
exactly.
not
And
not what the
what I
parents
don't
want.
understand is they say you see the red I've forgotten the name they call this. I always call it Godiji. Yeah, but there is a name for it. There's an English name for it. It's a red cloth and it is symbolic. I don't know how it is.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yes,
The
I've
people
asked
use it
questions.
to tie.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
See, I'm waiting me. You're waiting. Say first, no, yes. I don't know. They
I'm
say
on
they use
sling. Is it I'm on
I'm
sling?
yeah, yes. And then also how do you call beads? Women still wear beads.
Yeah.
Jewelries, women still wear jewelries and all that. So you are practically buy things for your wife. There's not any big deal.
So
So
after the marriage, you buy all that.
after the marriage, you buy what?
You buy all.
Okay, the last question, and Fatima is also running up and down. Should women propose to men, or is it that, or still a man's job? Is it still a man's job? Is it empowering or embarrassing for women to propose? Me, women unnaturally have been proposing to men because, like, if she likes you, she'll be doing, some way. But so do you think it is okay for a woman to propose? That's our final question for the day. Ebenezer.
Okay.
Ebenezer,
Hello.
do you think we should start proposing to people?
Oh yes, go for what you love.
Hey, there's a mabre. There's a mabre.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you tired? You are tired of proposing, eh?
Mhm.
As well. Okay, Ebenezer is not responding. Mumuni, do you think
I
that
don't
it's
think
still
no, I don't think women should propose to men. Men are no good. That's a fact.
okay? Mm-hmm.
A
Okay.
woman will propose to a man, then the man he will pick it as a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like nowadays the Gen Zs they want to be everywhere. So
Yes.
if you propose to him, you'll be like, oh, he had you for nothing. For you, then
Mm-hmm.
he will do at any point in time anything he wants from you or anything he wants to do with you, he will get it. Then he will
Mm-hmm.
still be around other ladies again, and
Mm-hmm.
that's not proper. So I think the
Mm-hmm.
best way you should go about it is that at least try to hold a conversation with him. Then see if
Okay.
only is really the kind of person that you want, and you are ready to
Mm-hmm.
take the risk. Now you can now go on to propose to him.
Okay.
But apart
All
from
right.
that, I don't think it's best for
Women
women
should.
to propose to men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mumuni is against the idea of women proposing to men. It's a no for him. Fatima, as a woman, will you propose to a man that you like, that you are feeling, or that you're having a crush on?
I can never, ever, even in my next life, propose
Yay,
to a man.
yay. Before it will crack your
Have you,
mouth. Hey,
have
man,
you heard that?
me,
Sound?
I
I'm
won't give
trying
it
to,
to men. Oh. Imagine me going to propose to a man
I
and say
can
no.
never.
I would dig the ground.
Hello?
Yes, Fatima.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Fatima, we can hear you.
Do you know that sound? I can never.
Never.
That would be
Never
me in
will.
that situation. that would be me. Like
Man,
I
we
feel
are not
like
saying you propose. At least if you like the person, try to hold a conversation with the person.
try to
Have
hold the
something you
conversation.
do with the person.
It's giving desperation. It's giving pick me, and I'm not a pick me, so I'll
Hey,
do that.
No, but no,
Gen Z has
you've
said
It's
seen
so. You
someone
hear
that
you
me
has
can
say
like
be in a conversation with
made
no,
you.
the
it's
person, then
lowering my standards. No, how can I just come and start having a conversation with, like what? No, it's
Hey,
giving
what
I'm
am I
lowering
going
my
to talk
standards.
about?
Nah,
As
what am I going to do?
I say, oh, you know what, Ebenezer, you're a nice guy, and
Eh,
I think
Give me
what am I going to say?
or what? No.
And then Ebenezer will be like, hey, you they feel me, Anna. Then I'll say,
Mm.
yes, I know they feel me. Hey, I'll let the F open so that I'll enter.
I
Simple.
think it's just like a woman paying for the wedding. The man uses it to
Yes.
insult her later. Say, "You plan out your
That's
wedding."
Yes, yes.
cry.
And you'll
Ah,
be like, I was never
to
into
insult you.
yourself. I never
And
liked you brought yourself. You are
you
not my type.
and you brought yourself, you were
You
doing
came to marry me. You came.
Hey, I'm
Like, but it's so embarrassing. I can't try it or ever advise a friend to do that. I will never enter my friend and you try it. You cease to be my
you
friend.
disown the friend.
Ah,
Oh,
Some women
Fatima.
they've tried. Some people have tried it. I think I've seen some videos where people kneel down to propose
Oh
to women.
yes, some
But those
people
are all
have really
fake.
tried it. Some people have shot their
Mm,
shots. Some ladies have
yeah,
shot their shots, and it's worked. Well, Fatima
that's
says
what
never.
It worked in
bad.
front of the camera. You let them
Yeah,
go home.
exactly. That's what they will
In
show
front
us.
of the camera. Let
But
them
in
go
real
home and see.
not working.
They will say that Avanti Shen home cry.
Yes, and that's why nobody should be tapping into anybody's marriage just because they post nice videos and
No, the
pictures
tap
on
in it
social
there,
media. Don't be tapping into anybody's marriage. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Stop
behind the
tapping.
scenes. So
Stop tapping.
you,
That's one thing.
the tap in it there.
I
Somebody will
tap
be like,
into
"Oh,
this
I
marriage.
tap into this. I tap into." Last time Pastor Mensa was preaching was like, people you see people online, then they've seen somebody all glorious and all that, or probably the person is doing some miraculous things. You'll be like, "I tap into this altar." Hey, which altar? You know what's in the altar? It's an eye opener for a lot of people because you don't know what you're tapping, you don't know what you're inviting to yourself. Because they say daily the devil is passing by and we are giving a job to do for us and
You'll be tapping into
then,
things.
we are putting things on ourselves that it's not something that we should be. It's not a cross we should be carrying, but we are carrying it. Like,
There are a lot of people who are just faking for the camera and social media.
Yes,
But
yes,
behind
yes.
closed doors, what goes on between their marriages?
It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
not easy. So stop
You can,
tapping.
one just got recently exposed, the pastor's wife and all that. So if you were someone who used to listen to her, take her advice,
Charlotte. Pastor
Charlotte Ojo. Unfortunately, my classmates were like, "Hey, Ellen, the lady you didn't like." And I said, it's not like I didn't like her. I didn't like her opinions and the kind of message she was carrying because it was aggressive. I said, "Mom, let your man go out, play and cheat, and come back." Hey,
if
sister,
my man, I'll pray for him.
pray.
Now
See,
she said
I
her
have been
children
worried.
will not marry pastors. That's what she says. She
Yes,
said her
so
daughters will never marry pastors.
you say her eyes are clear. As a warrior as I am, a warrior that I should now marry some grown ass man. I can't be warrior again. Please, I was not born a warrior, and let's enjoy it. God did not create me like that, so enjoyment must happen. Or do you disagree with me? Okay, so
I
this is okay. If anyone has any other contributions and things that you like us to put across, then we can just talk about it briefly under 5 minutes, then we close.
I wanted to know what Fatima thought about the no ring, no sex. Are
Yes,
you for celibacy?
Fatima,
yes,
Fatima,
yes,
are you
yes.
for celibacy or you think it is outmoded?
Like, I don't know how this will sound, but as I am a lady, I'm for celibacy. But if I were a guy, no.
You are not a guy, you're a lady.
Yeah, I
Are
think.
you saying that guys cannot be
Fatima, you're
celibate?
spoiling the guys here.
Oh no!
Winnie and Ebenezer disagree.
I'm not saying that the
So
boy should
Fatima,
do it. I'm not saying the boy should do it, but if I were a boy, I wouldn't like the idea. But as I'm a girl,
Why wouldn't you like the idea as a boy?
eh?
That's
Is
a
it too
girl.
much for a boy? Is he only a woman who is supposed to be pure?
Oh no. No.
And
I
so why?
I think that
if you were
should
to be a guy, who do you have a
yes, if I were to be a guy and maybe Mumuni and Ebenezer were ladies there, no. But
So like if you were to be a guy, who would you have been doing it with?
if you were a girl, you both of you be my girlfriends.
Yes,
You see how
Fatima,
it feels.
God knows why he made you a woman.
Oh,
Fatima, you said you didn't like polygamy.
Oh no,
Eh?
I don't.
So why are you encouraging polygamy as a man? So in your next life, if you should come as a man, this is what you're going to do. Oh, my lineage is dead. Oh.
If you don't,
My lineage will suffer.
Oh, no, but I
Because
think
you're
celibacy should be brought back, because like it brings some kind of respect and honor to the girl and her family. You can imagine these days relationships, you can date about 5-6 before you even get to marry. Like what's 5? You can up to 10 guys maybe before you find your ideal man. You can imagine
yeah.
when you're dating all these guys, you have to have this thing, sex with
they're
them. You
looking
have
for
to
the good one.
you can imagine what you'll be going through as a lady. So I think it's very bad, and we should bring back celibacy. I am practicing it. So
Oh, thank you. They say what Alhamdulillah. I think my Hausa is not coming this morning, this evening. So, glory be to Allah.
I mean,
That's a good one. It's a
It's
good
because
one.
of the way
It's good
they push back the depot. The depot now they have to use like 7 years, 8 years, 9-year-old kids because no more teenagers. There's no more.
As Ashna said,
I
there's corruption everywhere.
also the news that there was a year they didn't get girls for the depot because they were
I
all
didn't even get one.
they
Hey,
didn't get one for depot, so they had to cancel depot. It was actually very funny, and I
The boys
wow.
are spoiling the girls.
Mm,
I think we should ban men.
Not the boys, the girls are still calling themselves.
The women are also saying yes. So as long as you are saying yes to it, you're also part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
but
think
there are
the
those
men, if the men should practice celibacy, it will go a long way to be maintained and things will be good. But if it is
Yeah.
only ladies,
Sometimes the pressure is from the other party.
where
It's
the
true.
women,
I've seen such a case on campus before. On campus where a girl actually put some, innocent guy in such a position. He ran all the way to my hostel. That was my friend.
wow.
And his heart was beating so far. I was like, what happened?
hey,
Some
Oh
lady
my
corner
God.
him pa. Hey. So you can see he
but
acted in a very good way. But somebody
Yes,
would have fired and come back home.
yes.
but
So sometimes it's the woman.
The women too
stop
are
going,
troublesome. A lot of,
like out of 100, maybe 2.
The men.
yeah,
Yes, like
maybe.
a woman forcing a man or like trying to
She's
do
lucky.
that with.
She's lucky she found the two. She found one of the two.
Oh, Mumuni and Ebenezer, why are you quiet? Is it that the thing you are saying is tricking you? Or you
Or
are giving?
Mumuni and Ebenezer, they are the two. The two that Fatima is talking about.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Because I cannot understand your silence. It's too loud.
I think today all what we are discussing is against us, and the facts are very clear. There is nothing to refute.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you
So,
all.
yeah,
Thank you all for joining.
Fatima.
Fatima.
if they are agreeing to what we are saying, then they've accepted defeat, like that they are the problem.
Oh yeah, they have. They know they are the problem because they say
It's
everyone
50-50.
is the right
It's
problem
50-50. It's
problem.
50-50.
It's 50. No, it's 70-30.
Yeah,
No,
it's even
Oh,
90.
in terms of celibacy, there 70-30 can never be 50-50.
Yes.
Because
against women.
majority of women really don't care about sex like that. It's the men who
Yes.
usually push.
There
But
are
That's
there are few women out there who are also ashewaga.
Wow.
They are very
Yeah,
strong,
wow.
Agasa.
They are very strong.
So if you make a mistake and you marry one, hey, and you can't reach the level, then there will be problem
They
for
struggle in
you.
paradise. Hey. Oh, I'm going to miss you all on Fridays. And this has been a very interesting episode. We have had 10 episodes since last year. And this is the last episode of the season 1 of the Vibes and Ventz show. We will let our viewers and listeners and contributors and all that know when we'll be back with season 2 of the Vibes and Ventz show and what we're going to bring on board. So thank you all. Thank you very much to all my panelists, Ebenezer, Kote, Fatima, Mumuni. I'm going to miss you all. Benny's and all, the whole squad. Yeah, I think Mary, the other Ebenezer. I'm trying to remember everybody. Francis. Yeah, I think I remembered everybody.
You remember Benjamin?
Benjamin, yes, Benjamin too. So thank you all for doing this with me for the last 10 episodes. Oh yes, I'll miss you all. On Fridays on the Vibes and Ventz show. Thank you very much, Gloria. Gloria, my able producer extraordinaire. She has been the whole, pivot of this program, and she's done marvelously well. Put together everything every week. So kudos, and we are saying thank you very much to Gloria for holding it tight for all that you did for the Vibes and Ventz show, producing me every Friday of this month especially, and also the other Fridays of the previous months. Thank you very much to the Cluche Foundation and its executives. We are grateful for sponsoring us every now and then, for sponsoring us throughout this season. We are grateful. And then we say that Aiko to you all, and to our fans out there, we say thank you, we say actor, we say merci, nagode, yedamase. I think that's all. I've exhausted all my languages. So thank you all for joining us on the Vibes and Ventz show. I'm your host, Ellen, and will forever be your host on the Vibes and Ventz show. It was great. Yeah, it was great doing this with you all. As Ebenezer is saying, I'll miss you all, and I wish that season 2 will come as soon as it can, so that we go back to having entertainment on Friday. So thank you very much, Gloria. Thank you very much, the Cluche Foundation. Thank you, Ebenezer. Thank you, Fatima, and thank you, Mumuni, for doing this last episode with me. Akpe, thank you. Merci. Mesdames, Master. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, and enjoy the rest of the week. So bye-bye.
Bye.
We will meet on WhatsApp.
Yes.